want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. In Acts chapter 15, Gentile converts are instructed to abstain by blood and things that have been strangled. What does this mean? Can I add, they also are told to abstain from fornication. But the question doesn't involve that one, so let's just deal with the blood and the things that were strangled. When we get to the book of Acts chapter 15, something miraculous has occurred with the initiation of what we know as the body of Jesus Christ or the church. Not only do we have Jewish believers per Acts chapter 2, we have Samaritans per Acts chapter 8, and we have Gentiles per Acts chapter 10. Now, you and I both know these people come from completely different backgrounds, particularly the Jewish people with the Levitical laws, the dietary laws, and all the things that they were raised up in as a prequel to the Messiah, Jesus Christ, coming in the flesh, living, dying, and raising from the dead. And then you've got a bunch of pagan, pig-eating Gentiles. The problem is none of the Gentiles had any background with Levitical dietary laws, and it was causing tension, it was causing struggle. And so how do these two groups of people from completely different backgrounds exist as one body, one faith, and one church? We call it the Jerusalem Council. They get together, and here's the decision or the concessions that they made. That the respective groups could worship, could live their life as they saw fit, and they came in agreement on three issues. That those Gentile believers were not to eat meat that had blood in it, had been strangled, and of course to abstain from fornication. Again, they're making concessions that even though it wasn't that big a deal, it was causing the Jews to stumble. It was causing tension within the body. Again, it goes back to 1 Corinthians where it talks about in chapter 6 that even though all things are legal, it doesn't mean all things are expedient. Could the Gentiles have eaten things with blood and strangled? Absolutely. There's nothing within the quote-unquote church of the New Testament that would forbid it. But for the sake of their Jewish brothers, they were willing to abstain from it. What does that mean today? Kind of like 1 Corinthians chapter 8. There are times, whether it be meat with blood in it or not, that there are issues that we may have liberty, we may have freedom, we may not even have any struggle with that we need to refrain from, so that our other brothers and sisters in Christ do not stumble at our freedom or liberty. Great question. If you have one, send it to askjeff.net. Maybe your question be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at askjeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.